Guys, welcome back to the Matt Chat Podcast. Yours truly, Paul Seattle, Frank Seattle, Christopher Shea, Peter Olberg. We are continuing on with part two of our coronavirus hysteria nonsense bullshit episode. So we are going to continue with that on. And Frank, take it away.
Yeah, so when we left off, you know, we're trying to dig into you because you have a lot of kids in college and high school and middle school. And you just commented how you weren't really worried because the Shays are doing the Shays.
Shays are doing Shays.
So my question to you is, even if you have and let's, this is all theoretical because I don't think this is a big issue. I think everything is going to be fine. But let's say it didn't. How long do you think you are okay, Shays being the Shays? 6 months?
To live by myself, to live like
a year?
Wait, for what though? For what?
I'm saying
I need
period.
parameters.
Survive.
Well, dude, I grew up hunting,
When society-
so I can hunt. So you're the wrong guy.
Well, I'm asking you because you're saying the Shays are not worried. I mean, so because you're going about your life the way you are, that doesn't mean society and everybody else around you is. So what do you do when that happens?
Here's the reality. This is what I do.
Because like, let's say we are a small minority that believes that this is nonsense. Turns out to be nonsense, but so many people buy into the control and manipulation that it starts to change the parameters of our lives. Regardless of what you do inside your four walls of your house and your businesses, still happen in society. What do you do then?
Here's the reality. If the shit really does hit the fan, I have cash in my safe. This is the reality.
Tell everyone.
Dude,
give them your address.
They can have my address. You have to get through my fucking guns and my dogs, which you will not be able to.
You're not home now.
Dude, my wife knows how to use my guns. Okay? So let me tell you, I have a shit ton of bullets. I have a whole bunch of guns. I have one trained Rottweiler who is not nice.
I regret wearing the "I'm comfortable with violence" T-shirt for this episode.
Okay? I'm just telling you right now. That's how it's going to go down. We have a shit ton of food. I got 2 freezers filled. And if the shit really does hit the fan, if you come to my house, you get shot first. Especially if we're in mass chaos. And here's the thing. I don't have a problem shooting people. That's what you don't fucking get. If it's to protect my family, I don't have a problem shooting people. There it is. I was trained in the military, so you know what? I have a fucking switch, and when my switch goes off, I'm a whole different person. Right now, I'm this nice, lovable guy who likes to have fucking fun. But if the shit hits the fan and I gotta protect, I'll cut your fucking throat. And then I'll eat you to survive.
And who knows how to flip that switch on you, baby? Woo!
That's the reality.
Woo!
So you know what? In my household, it is what it is until it's something else.
I told you I was gonna get him going. I told you.
When this goes online, you better be home.
I told you.
It is what it is.
I didn't say I was going to be responsible for what he said, but I said I was going to get him going.
Dude, but that's how I live.
That's probably the best he's ever said anything in all the time we've been doing this podcast.
And he's extra red.
I'm okay with.
So
I'm okay with that.
You know what it is? You know what it is? I almost wonder if, like he says, he has a switch, but he stays closer to the switch, and he can do this with his switch. On, off, on, off, on, off. He stays further away. Yeah.
I'll tell you right now why I stay further away. Because once my switch goes off, it's fucking hard to turn off.
You're almost scared of turning your switch on.
Absolutely.
Your reaction is like, that's how far away. I'm not shitting on you. I'm saying like,
I'm being honest.
You put a big barrier of joking around and goofing around between you and that switch. It's just interesting.
Because when the switch goes off, dude, I do medieval shit. I'm not afraid of.
Are you not funny now that I'm wearing the shirt? I'm very comfortable with violence. Like,
yeah.
That's why hunting doesn't bother me. People like open cavities and etc. I mean, I don't know if that makes me a sociopath. I wouldn't want to do that to a human, but like you, if I need to take care of myself and my family, I'll do some fucked up shit to another human if I have to.
It's not fucked up shit. It's called survival. So I'm not, in the day, I don't call it fucked up shit because if you have to do something to survive and protect yourself and your family, it's not fucked up.
Look, I mean,
dude,
here's what
sometimes
I mean.
they have to call the devil to do God's work.
But when I say that is,
that's the truth. That's the truth.
That's my quote.
Whose line is that?
I don't know who actually originated it, but I know he says it a lot.
That is my calling card.
Yeah.
You should just make that a meme and put that on the internet.
All I can say is this. Dude, look at me. I want to help people out, but if it gets to a point where I can't, I can't. I'm going to help out my family, and I'm going to help out the people closest to me. We're going to gather up. We'll probably make a compound, so that way because I know I can't protect everybody by myself. So I'll have my group of people. We'll consolidate all of our resources, and we're going to survive.
But now, to bring back to another point, See what just happened? See how from totally okay, not worried about, to
Because, but here's the question though. But you guys are bringing me there. I
Right.
don't want to go there,
Right.
but I can.
But this
if
is what I'm
necessary.
saying, and this is what I'm saying. It's not about me bringing you there. It's about the control the media has on society.
But I'm not going to react to the media. You got to come on my property first.
You're reacting to it right now, Chris.
I'm not reacting to the media.
I'm talking to you about a theoretical scenario that could happen should this go the route that
Correct.
they're trying to play it.
Right.
So what do you mean?
But here's the thing though. I don't care what the media spews.
Am I not making sense in asking that
No,
question?
what I'm saying is I don't care what the media spews. They can say whatever they want. If it's total, watch this. If it's total chaos and no one comes on the Chris Shea property to try and do bad stuff, Chris Shea is going to stay in 101.
Yeah, but you're going to have to step off the Chris Shea property at some point or another, and then what?
I'm going to step off the property with fucking guns.
With serious prejudice.
I'm going to step off the property and say, hey, look, there's 5 loaves of bread. There's 15 people here. Spread it up. We got to cut the loaves. I'm that guy. I'm okay with that. But I'm not going to go there and shoot the other people to get the rations. I'm going to split it up. Now, if you come at me to try and take my ration, I'll put a bullet in your head to re-split up the rations amongst 14 people now, and we go about our business, and I sleep like a fucking baby.
So I didn't mean to take you down a tangent on this, but I just that was the point that I'm trying to express. Like, it's crazy how easily the media can manipulate the fever that goes through and the regurgitation of.
But here's the thing, though. The media is not. For
Like,
in
no
my
pun
case,
intended, right?
The media is not manipulating me. I am reacting to actions.
But there are being
And right
manipulated.
now, the actions out here
But you're
suggest.
thereby being manipulated
But watch
by the media. Because
this.
if the media is manipulating the social structure.
They're manipulating everybody else. They're not manipulating
But that's
me.
what I'm saying. If they're manipulating the social structure around
Yes.
you, you're connected to the social structure, Chris. So if the media, if I manipulate
But it's
him,
not gonna-
hang on, if I manipulate him to do something to you, you're going to sit there and say, well, Paul's manipulating me. No, I'm manipulating you through Paul. I, the media, am manipulating
Right.
society, thereby manipulating you because you are a part of society. If you didn't live as a part of society, you didn't need society, you lived in the middle of nowhere with you, your family, and you truly were self-sufficient, I would say, I get where you're coming from. The fuck you are, bro. You're
No,
electric.
I'm connected. There's no question. I'm connected.
The big time connected.
But everyone's connected for the most part. I'm just telling you that it doesn't matter what the media spews. I'm going to continue to live my life the way I live it. That's it. I'm going to the gym
You
today.
see what I mean?
I'm
and
here.
this is not a shot at him. This is the majority of people don't see past their bubble. They don't.
No, watch
see
this. No,
past
no,
their
no. Watch
bubble.
this. I don't give a fuck what's
Oh,
past
blow
my.
the teaser.
Sorry,
What-
I don't care what's past my bubble. This is the life.
You
accord-
should.
I don't. This is the life according to Shay.
How can
How's
you
that?
say that?
I am a one-way motherfucker. It's the life according to Shay.
Would you agree?
There
would
it is.
you
Respected my
agree-
teaser. I
Sorry,
have a great one.
I'm the life
I
according
don't
to Shay.
care what the moral says. Use them.
Would
Right?
you?
Seriously.
Would you agree?
YouTube doesn't care.
Seriously, yeah, they're gonna either demonetize or take you down anyway, so it doesn't matter. Would you agree that your habitat creates who you are? We've discussed this before. We've discussed this before about where you're around and your habitat and who you're near develops you. There are circumstances where people in bad situations have gotten out of there, but it's few and far between. The reality is your habitat creates your reality and who you are. So if you are creating this within your walls, but society as a whole has this negative habitat, what the fuck are you gonna do, bro?
As long as it doesn't infringe on my benefits, I'm fine with it.
We're
They
so-
can live whatever they can do whatever they want.
What's your point of view on that sentiment? Like what, I mean,
They
you
can
get
do
what I'm
whatever
saying?
they want.
Well, I get what you're saying.
Just don't touch my shit.
You live in New Fairfield.
No, I get.
There's a lot of people that don't like you.
Yeah, but watch this though. A lot of people there don't like me, but the reality is this: they haven't infringed on my stuff, so I live in peace. I have fences, I have dogs, and no one fucks with me. I walk into the stores, I get what I need, and that's that.
You have illusions, bro.
I don't have illusions.
You
Trust me.
have illusions.
I've been living this for years, and I come and go as I want with dude.
Shay, an army of 20 men with semi-automatic rifles, not talking about military, random bandits come up to your home
Well,
in a
and-
time of stress,
how-
and you don't have anybody there but you, your boys, and your wife. What the fuck are you gonna do, bro, besides make a stand?
I'm gonna make a stand.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
But here's the thing: I'm not manipulated by media. There, I'm manipulated by someone coming on to my
the
property.
circumstances.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. The media has nothing to do with my actions. If that was the case, I'd be in mass hysteria, which I'm
Am
not.
I wrong? Does he not see how they're tied together? I mean,
Well, I
Everything's
get what you're saying. and
Someone's
I don't,
manipulated because they're going again.
No, I get what you're
by,
saying.
by
The
the
end-
media, right? So we're
But
connected.
the only point I'm trying to
The
make
end
is,
result is what he's saying is the end result of this happening to you is because the media caused it.
yes, absolutely.
So what I'm saying to you is
But if they don't mess with me, I'm fine.
Right.
That's all I'm trying to say. I don't get manipulated by talk. I get manipulated by actions.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, I think-
And right now, everyone's being manipulated by talk. There's no actions. The fucking coronavirus is barely even existent right now in this country. The cases are so minimal. Sorry. But the reality is this.
weird. It's Corona radio.
But the reality is this. I react to actions, not words.
Right.
That's all I'm trying to say.
But
I'm going to prepare for the worst.
But so fine.
And
You
expect
react
the best.
you react
That's
to-
what I do.
You react to actions.
Correct.
Shay, have you seen the stock market? Mm-hmm. Because of words, actions have been made. How are you reacting to those actions?
The way I'm reacting to those actions is I'm not going to sell shit. You want to know why? Because I'm going to lose. I'm going to wait for it to come back. And thank God I'm young enough to where this doesn't affect me directly like that. That's how I look at it. As long as I don't sell, I haven't lost anything.
I'm buying.
It may,
I'm buying in.
yeah,
Right now.
absolutely. It makes more sense to buy in because it's so fucking low. But the point I'm trying.
Where's the bottom?
What's that?
It's hard.
There is no bottom. This is the United States of America.
No.
We're fucking strong and we're going to get through this
Look,
like we get
let's
through
stop talking.
everything
For me, though,
else.
for me, it's not about like people want to argue with the United States of America. Our markets are so huge that the world economy can't have us fail. Just like
Correct.
just like China can't. So I'm not worried about it because
I'm
the
not worried about-
markets falling apart would be calamity on a global level, and it's not. That's not.
What I think is the problem here, though, is that like they were getting more into conspiracy right now, which
Right.
which I think we should back off on that because that pisses me off.
I think all you're doing right now is
Yeah,
just trying
it's-
to amp me up,
no, but
which
listen, it's
mission
and that's
accomplished.
great. But at the same time, the conspiracy bullshit, I don't like it.
Yeah.
And the reality of it is, this conspiracy talk is why everyone is acting the way they are right now.
Yeah.
And that's the.
And the problem is this: is that be done with it. Be done with it. You're talking about puppets.
Yeah.
You're being made puppets by a puppeteer, which is the media. So guess what? Rise above it.
And be
Stop-
neighbors.
Yeah, stop
Be
panicking.
neighbors, that's it. And,
Stop
and everything
doing
will
what
be
you're,
fine.
stop doing what they're trying to brainwash you to do, like you're saying. His statements are reactionary to
Bad
reactions
situations.
on him that are happening. So I would do the same things. You would do the same things. The point being here is that, guess what? I think more so, look at the anger, chaos, passion, emotion that's invoked just in this podcast right now over the media. That's the message here. That's the message.
And it's pathetic.
It's pathetic, and they're evil, and the agenda. And again, I'm going to repeat it again because part one of this. It's because of who the president is. If it was anybody else, we wouldn't have this problem. There would be nothing wrong in the world right now. That is the case. That is a fact. It's not a conspiracy theory. It is a fact. All you have to do is look back. History always tells a story, right, they say?
Repeats itself.
It repeats itself. It tells a story for the present. That's all you have to look at.
Okay, I found this on the web for once.
That's crazy. They're always watching, right?
Yeah, they
That
are.
is true.
They're always watching.
Radio, now the phone.
Now the phone. So
Tell me more about conspiracies,
Yes,
Paul. Tell
exactly,
me more.
right?
Tell me more.
I told you, Cuzzy Frank is hitting the nail on the head. Bingo, motherfucker.
I'm sorry, I don't care. I don't care. You need to curse sometimes. It's a good vowel. It's an energetic word. I'm Italian. I talk with my hands.
I got
This
I
is
got-
what you get.
I got no problem.
You want filters? Go get some coffee.
So, that's what it's about. That's why I cannot and I will not allow it to affect the way I live. And I will it to be different. And the bottom line is, the rest of you need to get on board. It's not that I don't know, it's not that I'm trying to say, hey, I know what's
Well,
right,
what if-
but I know what it takes to win
What if all these
and
people
how to
start
rise above
panicking
this.
and they, in terms of business, I mean,
Of course, I mean that's the main.
I mean, you
Listen,
get
if
affected.
everyone is affected.
yeah.
That's the point. If you're not looking at it from a standpoint of business, okay, / ideology, then you are ignorant. All right? You're ignorant. And for you to jump on the bandwagons of ignorance only perpetuates that ignorance. That's what he's saying.
So exactly. And this
Okay?
is why
That's what it's about.
that's why I've tried to be the spoon here, because I knew the rides that I can get out of him. And what I'm trying, no offense. And what I'm trying to show is the way you respond to this isn't by fortifying up and double downing on your bubble.
No, man.
It's by continuing what you're doing.
Do what you do.
To
Live the way you
perpetuate
live.
the best way to get, like, what I think it was Gandhi said it, like, in order to get what you want out of society, you need to live that way.
Right.
So society sees it. I'm murdering how the quote works, but what you want to see in society, you go out and be. You want the country to thrive. You want the economy to be good. You want the business to thrive. You continue doing what you need to do. He's not, now look, you got bodies that you're walking over every day that you're trying to get into your business. That's a different conversation.
Absolutely.
We're not talking about that. We're not talking about him climbing over bloodbath in order to get to the business, pretending that
We're talking about a
everything's
shitty
great.
cold is what we're talking about.
So, if you ask yourself what you really should be doing in these times, don't buy into the hype.
Right.
Continue being a fucking American, man.
Be a man.
Get up every day, put your bootstraps on. The people who are out there that are telling you that you can't lift yourself up by the bootstraps are the people that don't want you lifting you up by your bootstraps. They don't want you to be self-sufficient.
No.
They don't. Because when you got a carrot that they dangle in front of you, you're going to do what they want you to do. You're going to do that dance. But if they can't dangle anything in front of you, and you're able to do what you want, you're able to write your own book. You're able to set your own schedule.
That's right.
You're able to do the things that everybody else covets, but don't realize that all the hard work behind it and decisions have to be made.
I think that what lends to what you're talking about is something I've spoken about a bunch of times.
Oh, and that's I don't know. There's a layup here.
Oh
for
no,
you.
the layup is here, and I kind of got where you're late. How you've made the assist.
Can I be an
There's
assistant
something. There's something that I've said here many times. There's something I am raising my sons, especially my oldest right now, and I always tell him, I'm like, there's 2 things in life you're going to need to overcome, succeed, and win, and that is your balls and your brains. And sometimes you need more of one than the other, and sometimes you need just one or the other. Sometimes you need both together, and I just want to be really clear on this. And that relates to the switch he's talking about. At least for me personally, I can go to that switch instantaneously. I can be reserved, or the switch can go on, and then 10 seconds later, I'm back to reserved. I know how to use both, and when you can master those is when you can overcome anything. And at the end of the day, that's what this is. That's what you need right now, as a society, with this nonsense.
Discipline.
Discipline
Over your fucking emotions.
Discipline over your emotions. Discipline of what you're supposed to do. Don't get sucked into trying to be a martyr. Don't get sucked into trying to be above everyone else. Do you be part of society? Continue to do what you were doing before the media fed you this nonsense, and use your brains and your balls. Okay? Use them congruently. Use them separately. Okay? Whatever at that moment needs to be done. That's how you get where you need to be, and you rise above it, and you win. That's what it's about. What bothers me now, and what puzzles me now, and what angers me now, is that you're all a bunch of sheep. You're all a bunch of sheep. Okay? Sheep. It doesn't make a difference if you're a man or you're a woman. You're still a sheep. Okay? And what happens to sheep? They get slaughtered. That's why they have a sheepdog, to watch the sheep. Right? To make sure they don't get slaughtered. Stop acting like sheep. And for people out there that are taking advantage of these opportunities to try and set themselves up in a certain way or a certain perception, I hope that works out for you. I truly do. But if you're doing things because of an agenda outside of that, okay, then I pray that it doesn't backfire on you. But if you think by jumping into the chaos and jumping into what the media is telling you that this calamity is happening and we should do this and do that, then you are no better. You are part of the problem. You're not part of the solution. Okay? Today's date is Friday the 13th, ironically, right? Friday the 13th. Guess what? Fuck you, Friday the 13th. And everything else that's come right up into this date. Live your life. Do not stop the way you operate your business. Do not stop the way you operate your family. Do not stop the way you operate anything in your life. Move forward. This too shall pass. Rise above it. Remember where it's coming from. It's a political agenda. Remember that. End of story.
Guys, part 2, Matt Chat Podcast, Coronavirus Situation 2020. I'm Frank Ciato, Paul Ciato, the Red Man Chris Shea.
Thank you.
Producer extraordinaire. Please like, share, subscribe on Matt Chat Podcast, YouTube, Instagram, all forms of media. Shit, come on down to the studio, man. Don't stay online. No social distancing.
Yeah.
Please comment. You know, any. Let us know how you're doing in the second week. Are you seeing anything spread? And we want to hear more from you. We appreciate everything.
We
We'll
love
see
a
you next
live
week.
audience.
We're out.